Alright, gonna do a quick Warwick tutorial here. Keep in mind I'm using Exhaust and Ignite. Do not use Smite for Jungle Warwick. It's a waste because you cannot use it on creeps, or I mean on champions. So endgame, it is worthless. You want to go with Exhaust to Blind, which can give you the upper hand in melee battles, and Ignite, which is all around good because you can use it on creep. Alright, with Jungling Warwick, what you want to go with right off the bat is Hungering Strike. It lifesteals 75 health plus 8% of the target's maximum health. And what you want to buy right off the bat, or at least what I buy for Jungling Warwick, is I'll go straight for Madrid's Blood Razors. So I go to Armor and I purchase the Cloth Armor right off the bat. I also purchase 2 potions each, so 2 health potions, 2 mana potions. And you want to go straight to the minions that spawn right here. Keep in mind, so we're gonna go. I do that minion, then that set of minions, and then this set of minions here. If you're playing on the other side, you go, and then these minions here. You can cross, but you have to be very careful when crossing. You can cross to the other side, but you got to be very careful when crossing so you don't get caught. Otherwise, you're pretty much dead. Alright, right as the minions are about to spawn, what you want to make sure you do not do is Hungering Strike in. You want to wait until you've lost the health so you lifesteal it back. So I don't want to Hungering Strike in as my first attack. I want a melee attack as my first attack, as you'll be able to see right here. So as soon as my health starts to get low, as you can see, I Hungering Strike it back. Now I'm back to full health, because later it's going to matter when I have to start taking the other creeps. So after I've gotten that first minion, I go up to this minion here because I'm not quite strong enough to take the red buff, but you want the blue buff first. That's the big buff that we want because it gives us quick cooldowns as well as pretty much infinite mana. And keep the lifesteal up. And if you need to, take a potion. There you go, take a potion. And you can pretty much jungle forever with Warwick. Here we go. So as you can see here, I'm under half health, so I'm going to go ahead and take one of my potions and take the health potion, my mana potion, health potion. Now secondly, I want to go with my Hunter's Call for the attack speed, but what I do not want to get first, if I'm laning I go with Blood Scent, but because I'm not laning, I go with Hunter's Call. It helps attack speed, and I can hit it, it's low mana, and I get an extra... First level, I get an extra 50% attack speed, as well as my whole team gets an extra 50% attack speed. There we go. And as you can see, I still have I still have 1 potion left, and I'm full health, almost full health, and full mana. This is where it gets complicated. What you do not want to do as Warwick is give yourself up. You don't want to show anybody what your level is, and you don't want to show anybody what buffs you have. And you don't want to let them know you're on their side. So be very careful, make sure you know where everybody is when you go across. And I always go across and do the exact same thing. I start this minion, then I go to this minion, and then I usually come back down and get the rest of the minions who have already respawned on my side. And make sure you're really careful because heroes can see you from back there. So you do not want to... You want to be really careful to not get caught up there. So I've leveled again, and I always go into Hungering Strike. You get your most lifesteal from Hungering Strike. Plus it helps protect you and save you sometimes when you're in bad situations like with Ignite. So I go here, and you have to be really careful with this minion because you're so close to the center, which if this was a real game, would be laning in center. You do not want... If the center sees you, you're pretty much dead. So... Alright, so now that I'm hitting about almost level 4, About level 4, I can actually start going for the blue buff. Not quite yet, level 4. Make sure you're careful once again while crossing because there's a lot of ganks going on and such. And never take the way in front of the tower just so they don't see you. Take the way behind the tower. The number one thing I found with Warwick is you want to stay quiet while you're jungling. They cannot call MIAs if they don't know where you are. And just a little tip, while your minion attacking, always attack the little ones first and then the big ones. You can take all the damage out of the little ones because they're smaller, and then you can go for the big ones. So, there we go, I just got the last one. Now this is where you can pick. If your team needs the help and your second solo can't hold on to it, you might want to go with Blood Scent, and if you need to, you go back to lane. But because obviously I have no team, I'm just going to go ahead and go with Hunter's Call and continue laning here. So what I'm trying to do here is get my health up because I'm going to go for the blue buff. So the trick here is hopefully here there are dogs. The dogs are a lot weaker than the golems, and I can lifesteal a lot off them before I go into my bigger battle, which is the blue buff here. Once I get the blue buff, I can take anything. So I got lucky, and here are the dogs, which I can lifesteal a lot more out of. I use my Hungering Strike because it's less mana. Go for the two small ones, the two blue ones first. Take them out. And then go for this one here. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to take the big blue minion yet, but we'll try. If not, either way I have to return. Come in here. So go for the small ones first. Lifesteal right away. There we go. You can lead in with lifesteal if you're low health. So the blue buff's going to be harder to get, so I'm just going to go ahead and ignite, get a little extra damage on him here. Once I get the blue buff, it completely enables so I can kill everything, including the dragon. Okay, so now I have the blue buff. I have quick regen on all my skills, and I also have infinite mana. Not infinite mana, but extreme mana regen. So now I can go for the red buff. Once I get the red buff, I can go after the dragon at about level 6 to level 7. And as you can see right now, I have 1100. You'll stay about even with the, not with the solos, but with the other guy, with the people who are doubled up in the lane, which is usually top. Once you get the blue buff, make sure you use all your skills to excess. Just keep using them as soon as they show up. You have a lot of mana, so there's no need to save it. So let's go into the red buff here. Go for the little one first. Lifesteal instantly. Go. See how fast it's going up? Lifesteal again. So right now, I already have enough for my madrids, my first madrids, and I'll have enough, almost enough for boots as well. What I try to do is stay out of lane until I have boots, and until I have my ulti. So now I have the red and the blue buff. So this is kind of a gamble here. I'm going to go ahead and go for the dragon. Make sure you watch it. If you're caught trying to kill the dragon, it's very dangerous. So make sure you know where everybody is. So here I go into the dragon. With all the buffs, it should help me a lot. Here, lag. Let's go ahead and use everything, and it looks like I'll be able to get him. So while I'm taking the dragon, I want to make sure that my minions are okay, or make sure my team's okay, and get ready because soon I have to come out of the jungle. So after you've taken the dragon, go straight back to respawn and buy your madrids and your boots.